Good morning, good morning. I hope you are well. I have been treating this week as our summer finale. We have been making ice cream, just soaking up the last little bits of summertime. So today we're doing a family field trip day to the springs. We're going to Kelly Rock Springs, Kelly Park. There's a couple different names that can be used for it, but Kelly Park Springs, Kelly Rock Park Springs. Anywho, that's where we're going today, and it is a highly coveted place, rightfully so. I always say I think the Florida Springs should be one of the 7 wonders of the world because they're so insanely beautiful and incredible and blow me away every time. And it just is such a privilege that we have such access to them because they're that incredible. But anywho, it is difficult sometimes to make it and get in Kelly Rock Springs because again, it's just the place to be in summertime. What's so special about the springs is that they're all year round. They are a temperature of approximately 68 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit. So in the summer, it is so incredibly refreshing. I crave the feeling of the water on my skin because there's nothing like it. I feel like the minerals of the springs, and then of course the temperature is just delightful. And then also, what's so amazing about them is that in the winter time, the manatees love to come to the Florida Springs because, again, the water maintains that 68 to 72 degree temperature. So even though the air might be chilly, it feels warmer for the manatees. So we love to go to Blue Springs is where we like to go in the wintertime to see the manatees, and you can see hundreds of manatees. It's incredible. Today we probably won't see any manatees, but that's okay. We're excited to swim, and I actually just called them. You can call ahead of time, at least at this spring, to see what their capacity is looking like. I called about an hour ago and they said they're nowhere near capacity. So fingers crossed, we're kind of in that end of summer back to school time frame, so I'm hoping we'll have better luck because we actually did try a few months ago with my dad and we did not get in because people were there since like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in line to get into the springs. So you can't reserve ahead of time or anything. At Wekiva Springs, you can reserve ahead of time now. So if you want to guarantee a spot, you can maybe check out that one. And then my dad and I went to Weeki Wachee Springs a couple weeks ago, did kayaking, saw the mermaid show. It was so beautiful. I definitely want to go back to Weeki Wachee again soon. You can probably see manatees there as well in the wintertime, but I've never checked it out. So again, we're so fortunate to have these beautiful, beautiful places to spend time. So we're gonna have a little family field trip there. I'm gonna start packing up like a little picnic. Probably I'll just make some eggs. Like I don't really have that much food prepped, so keep it pretty simple. And then we'll probably just hang out for a couple hours. Our baby's napping right now, so once he wakes up, the plan is to just hit the road, spend a few hours there, and then come back home. So again, treating this week like the summer finale. This will be the last summer vlog before we fully dive into autumn time, which I'm also giddy about. So we have a lot to look forward to. What else do I want to catch you up on? I had like this whole list in my head and I'm trying to remember everything. Oh, a couple nights ago, I went to a concert at an amphitheater, which was just like the best energy. And again, a perfect little event for end of summer. We saw the band Camp, which is very singer-songwriter, folksy. I love them. It was just wonderful. They sounded just the same, even better live. It was, again, and I love an amphitheater for a concert where you're just outside and you see the sunset and the moon. It was wonderful, wonderful. So that has been a highlight of the week, of the summer. So yeah, I'm excited to kind of soak up the last bits of summer before we move on to the next season. We've had this pumpkin in our pantry since last fall, and I was trying to save it for this fall, but it has just now started to look not so happy. So unfortunately, we're gonna say goodbye to it, but it looked so healthy and happy. And my plan was to make baby food with it, like roast it and then puree it and make a bunch of baby food. And I did do that for one of them, but it honestly made so much that we didn't need that much. And I gave a lot to Palmer because it's good for dogs. So I was gonna do that, never did. And then I was like, okay, well, we're almost to fall, so I'll just save this for fall, put it on the porch. But sadly, we didn't quite make make it there. So close, but time to go. What our capacity is looking like.
We're nowhere near capacity.
Amazing, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Green light. Well, that was a wonderful way to spend time today. Absolutely delightful. The water was so refreshing. If you end up going to that specific spring, definitely pack a tube. We actually packed one, it just was deflated, and we just didn't end up using it because with our baby, we all wanted to stay together, and we only went down the little lazy river once, but some sections of it kind of go really kind of speedily. I don't even think I showed you, but there is a lazy river portion, like a natural lazy, because the stream has some momentum to it from the spring, so it's really, really neat. And it's just amazing to me, again, how places like that exist, and it only costs a few dollars. I think it cost us $5 because we have 3 people in our car, but I think if there's only 2 people in your car, it's $3. So great spot. Thankful we got to do that. And again, if you do end up going, definitely try to do a weekday if you can. I mean, now going into fall, it won't be as crazy, but anywho, I'm making a snack. Just took a refreshing shower, making a snack, and I'm making popcorn, which is one of my favorite snacks. And last night we made our homemade ice cream, which also felt like an appropriate end of summer activity. We did a vanilla base, and then we mixed in cookie dough, fudgy brownie cookie dough, the Sweet Lorraine's cookie dough, and mini chocolate chips. Oh, and we cooked some cookies and made cookie sandwiches. It was phenomenal. I'm gonna have a little bowl. I wish we had more cookies, but we ate them all. Delicious. I'm gonna munch on this, cozy up, and edit a video.
Lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love. Remember when we were getting nowhere fast?
Good morning. It is another beautiful sunshiny day. Our storm last night was so cozy though. It lasted quite a while, which was beautiful. That reminds me I need to give you a little garden update of just a couple updates, mainly the sunflowers and the pumpkins. Those are our main events right now. I am getting really close to harvesting the sweet potatoes too though, but I think I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. It's already been 120 days, so, but the leaves are still very healthy. I don't know. I was thinking about doing that today, but I think I'm gonna wait another week or so. But anywho, we're about to go on a walk with our neighbors, and after that, really don't have anything super big on the agenda. I've been convincing myself out of doing this, but I think I'm just gonna try it because I'm so curious. I bought this wall, well, you really could use it for anything, but this stencil a while ago with the intention of adding this little painted pattern moment to our kitchen island, just the drywall section, because on the other side we have cabinets, but I'm thinking of just going for it. I think I'm just gonna test it out with some paint we have. I'm thinking like a green or a blue. We also could run errands later and maybe pick up some fresh paint, but I just want to go for it. The reason I'm talking myself out of it is because we have textured drywall, so that just makes projects like this a little trickier because it just adds that bumpiness that could make a stencil like have some imperfections. But the thing is, it's sort of low risk kind of thing because I could always just paint right over it, and we already have like shoe marks and stuff because we have the bar stool, so when people sit there, like the shoe marks get on the painted section anyways. So again, I think we should just experiment, have low expectations but hope for the best and give it a try. So maybe we'll do this later as our big project of the day. Of our sunflower sprouts. Thankfully they keep popping up, but they also will, I've noticed some of them will fry in the sun because this flower bed just gets so much sun, which is good, but when it also doesn't rain and it's just really toasty, it's a little too intense for the baby sprouts. This is our biggest pumpkin so far. I put this mesh bag around it to serve sort of like a hammock for it. It kind of started falling yesterday after the storm, but it's getting so big. It still looks really healthy, so I'm hopeful. Okay, I know this is not wall paint, it's craft paint, but I'm feeling spontaneous and I just want to experiment. And like I said, see, there's like tons of little marks and stuff on the drywall anyways, so again, it's no biggie if it's a little faux pas, but like that's really cute. The green, I kind of want a mix of both, but I don't know which one I like more. I'm feeling bold and just want to go for it. I don't know what we're going to do with this little section here. I guess I'll just kind of like bend it and hold it down, and again, hope for the best. First little section is done. Moment of truth. I mean, I barely kept this stencil on correctly or like on fully. So, I don't know. Is that beautiful? I think it's beautiful. It's not perfect whatsoever, but I feel like since there's so much going on, it doesn't really matter. Like it looks sweet. Like some of the paint is thicker in part of it, and then it's more delicate or what's the word? Spotty, really. But I like it. I really do. the pattern isn't necessarily continuous, so it doesn't really matter which direction I put it in. Or, oh wait, I see. I think I see what you're supposed to do. You're kind of supposed to match it up higher. No, that doesn't really make sense either. Yeah, it's not really a continuous pattern, so I'm just gonna kind of like start another row. So that'll be the telltale sign if this is a bust or if it's cute. Wow, it really does look like wallpaper. I like it. I'm so curious to see how it's all gonna look once the whole kitchen island is done. I am just gonna let it dry for a little bit so that I can kind of tape over it. Oh, I'm nervous to tape over it because I feel like it'll just peel off the paint. We'll just wait a little bit for this one to dry and then add more just because I don't want to smudge it. Okay, update. We have probably a fourth or maybe a fifth of the project complete. I think I do want to wrap it around the sides as well to have this little section. This is where the drywall stops right here. So I'm thinking of having it continue here and then replacing the outlet cover to something cute, kind of like this one we have here. This is from Anthropologie. I love how that looks. Just a cute little detail. And I will say this is a very forgiving template, or stencil I mean, because I certainly have not matched it up correctly, or, you know, I've messed up here and there, but you really can't tell much. And especially since we'll have the bar stools in front of it, I'm not sweating the small little mix-ups too much. After this panel, I'm gonna take a break to make some dinner, and I didn't really have a dinner plan for this evening. We have some chicken and lots of basil in the garden though, so I just Googled basil chicken recipe and there were lots of ideas, and I think I'm gonna do a creamy garlic basil chicken situation. Oh, baby's awake from the nap. And we have some pre-made noodles, so probably make those as well for like a cheesy basil-y situation. I think you can't really go wrong with that. Cooking with a little baby sous chef pantry explorer. Okay, we are almost halfway done. I was kind of on a roll, but then I ran out of paint. Thankfully, I was able to find the exact color and order more. So hopefully we'll finish the project in a couple of days, but I really am loving how it's turning out, and it's fun to work on. It's kind of just like therapeutic, filling in the little blank spaces of the stencil. So I'm happy we went for it. I really was talking myself out of it. So again, thankful we just went for it. I am going to go upstairs, finish getting ready for bed. Got our mint tea, and I wanted to show you this little notebook I recently ordered. It actually just came in the mail, so I haven't even filled it out yet, but this is what I'm calling my Motherhood Musings notebook. I actually have it personalized at the bottom. It says Motherhood Musings by Allison, and basically I'm just gonna put like little, just a mix of things, probably like dreams for our family and funny anecdotes from our day of things our son does or just little family memories. So I'm excited. It's a really good feeling to have a fresh notebook. Ta-da! We did it. We finished the Kitchen Island Stencil Extravaganza. It is so beautiful. I love it. It definitely exceeded my expectations, and it really was just a life-giving project to work on. It just felt very relaxing and enjoyable. So really thankful with how it turned out. I would say it took me about 7 minutes per stencil. So in total, I mean, probably like 3 or 4 hours, I would say, but I didn't really keep good track of the time because I got lost in the art, if you will. Also, I added a little hidden wells right there. And then on this side, I added another little hidden message. It says, "Mom hearts you." So hopefully he will find that one day and find delight in that. But really glad we did this. Again, I would recommend it, and the textured walls didn't give me much trouble, and I used that little foam brush the whole entire time, which I'm sure the foam roller would have been more efficient, but I kind of committed to my method and went for it. I woke up with the feeling this morning when I was walking through the garden that it is time to harvest the sweet potatoes. I'm so excited, a little nervous, because since they are root vegetables, they grow underground, you don't really know what you're gonna get, but let's see what we can harvest. I'm gonna start by just cutting back the sweet potato vines, which I've done multiple times throughout the season. You can actually eat these, put them in smoothies and stuff. I really haven't dabbled in that, but very nutritious. I'm honestly excited to just clear this bed too so that we can start growing something else. I think this is where I'll put my kale and lettuce for the upcoming seasons. I spy one sticking out, but most will have to dig for. Oh boy, look at this. Okay. Starting to find them. Oh my goodness. Oh no, I kind of ripped one. Oops. Look at that funky shape. Oh, there's like a whole family of them over here. Such unique growing pattern. What in the world? This one's like a snake potato. Oh my goodness. Never have I ever seen a sweet potato like that. How interesting. I think this was our potato that we put in, that all the slips grew off of. Over here. Nice shape. I have a hole in my glove, so I just feel the dirt going everywhere. Here's how our pumpkin's looking today. Took the hammock off. A lovely, lovely sweet potato harvest, I would say. I'm not even gonna attempt to pick this little basket of them up because they are like a little leaning tower of sweet potatoes, but very thankful about this harvest. Some are a little more scrawny, but I think I'm inclined to say that that's just because there's limited space within the beds, but I am curious to do more research on why they would grow multiple instead of just making the ones bigger. Maybe I need to prune back the vines more. I'm not sure. I'm sure one of you wise people will know and can inform me, but very, very thankful. Now we just let them cure for about 2 weeks so that the starches can convert to sugar, and then we're going to be making all the fall recipes. I'm so excited. Flavors of fall. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'm excited to see you next.